Hi all, Teacher's Keeper here. Today I'd like to share with you some tips and strategies that might help you land that dream job. I've got 5 things that I'd like to share. Let's go over them first and then I'll give you some specific details. Number 1, do your homework. Know something about the school and school district that you're applying for. Number 2, listen carefully and give adequate answers. Number 3, know your pedagogy. Number 4, have your references up to date and accurate. And number 5, be prepared to tell a little bit more about yourself or to ask more questions. Okay, here we go. Number 1, do your homework. Know something about the school and the school district that you're applying for. Know something about their culture, their community, their demographics. Know something about the curriculum that they use or the assessments that they use and the standards that they assess too. You can easily find this information out by going online and doing your homework and reading up on their website or asking people in the community. Number 1, do your homework. Number 2, listen and give adequate answers. Now this may seem rather simple, and of course you'd want to do that, but you'd be surprised how many people let nerves get the best of them and they don't give the right answers or a complete answer. Some schools will give you the questions ahead of time, and if they do, you are blessed. Take advantage of that. Take the time to read through each question and then go back and write your notes. Just simple notes. You don't need to write verbatim what you're going to say, but simple notes that will help you keep on track and that will help you to remember specifically what you want to share. Because once you get in there with those people that are interviewing you, sometimes we get a little nervous and we forget what we wanted to say. You probably have had those times when you've walked home or gone home and said, oh, if I had only said this or if I had only said that. By having a few little notes jotted down, that will help you better prepare for the questions once you are faced with them. If they don't give you the questions, have a paper and pencil with you, and maybe as they're asking you the question, write down words from the question that will help you trigger your memory and ideas for things that you want to share. So number 2, listen and answer questions specifically. As part of that, I want to add, give examples. If they're asking you a question about what your reading lessons might look like, give examples of some successful reading lessons that you've taught. Examples are always helpful to give us a little bit of insight into what your classroom would be like. Number 3, know your pedagogy. By that, I mean know the teaching strategies. Be up to date with today's current teaching strategies. Know something about the types of activities that are most helpful and beneficial today to keep students engaged. Know whether or not you're going to be using a workshop model or if you're going to be using some one-on-one situations or small group situations in teaching. And if you're not sure about what's current in teaching strategies, you know Google. They have a whole lot of information you can learn. Look it up, current teaching strategies, and see what you can learn. And if you don't know what some of them are, even after reading through them, you think, I've never done that before, but that sounds pretty cool. It's okay to say in the interview, you know, I have never used this particular type of teaching strategy, but the more I've been learning about it, the more I'm curious and would like to give it a try. Perhaps if I get an opportunity to teach at your school, I'll be able to try some of these strategies and incorporate them into my lessons. Principals like to hear that teachers are willing to grow and teachers are willing to continue learning. Be open to that and be open to saying, I want to know more about this. So that was number 3, know your pedagogy. Number 4, have your references updated and complete. Number 4, references update and complete. You'd be surprised how many people we can't even interview because their references aren't complete. If you know that there's a job that you want to apply for, that you are hoping to get a call for an interview, contact your references and ask them if they have completed the form that needs to be turned in or the online reference application. It's important that they do, because like I said, some school districts won't even consider you for an interview if the job recommendations are not complete. So if you have to call them and ask them to complete it or ask them if they've done it, do so. It doesn't hurt. If you have to pay them with a Starbucks card, or make them dinner one night, or just take them out to dinner for yourself, whatever it takes for you to get it done, you want to have that happen, because you really want to be able to get in the door and show the school district and the principal that you are capable. But if your application isn't complete, you won't even get that opportunity. So that was number 4. Get your references complete and up to date. Number 5. They sometimes will ask you questions after the interview. Be prepared to ask some, or be prepared to share a little bit about yourself that wasn't presented during the interview questions. You might want to get online prior to going. This would be part of step number 1, knowing your school. Go to Facebook. Look at the school's Facebook page. See what kinds of comments and activities that they've been posted. It'll give you a sense of the community. And if you see something on that page that you would like to know more about, let's say they have a back-to-school barbecue, and you'd like to know more about that, then ask them about it. It shows your interest in their school, and that this isn't just a job interview number 16 for you, I'm just winging it till I find a job, but that you're going out of your way to find something more about the school. If they ask you, is there anything else that you would like to share with us before you leave, take advantage of that. Think about your strengths. Think about the things that you really want them to know about you, and perhaps they didn't come through in the questions. Take just a few moments to share with them your strengths, your talents, your desire, your hunger for changing the lives of students through education. They want to know you, they want to see you as yourself, but they also know that sometimes they're only allowed to ask those questions, and they're not allowed to ask anything else. They have to stick to those questions, so it would be fair for all applicants. So that's your chance to let them know a little bit more about you beyond the basic questions that you've been asked. A lot of principals appreciate that. It helps them draw out a little bit more about you, your strengths, your talents, and whether or not you'd be a good fit for their school. So those are my 5 tips. Number 1, do your homework. Number 2, listen and answer carefully with examples. Number 3, know your pedagogy. Know the current trends and strategies that are being taught, the current assessments, current curriculum, current standards. Number 4, have your references complete and up to date. And number 5, share a little bit about yourself at the end, or ask some questions that you want to know more about. So I hope those tips and strategies help you to be more successful in your job interviews. I hope they will help you to land that job that you've been dreaming of. I know we need you. With a teacher shortage out there, we need strong, capable, intelligent, courageous people. Education is tougher these days. There are higher stakes assessments, higher stakes for students, higher stakes for teachers. The curriculum's tougher. School is tougher. Our world is tougher. We need strong, capable people to be the leaders in our schools and to change the lives of children for the better through education. I wish you the best of luck, and I wish you the best teaching job for you. Good luck.